Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're doing another interview with a cast member from Drag Race Thailand debut season. Today we're interviewing Amadiva, and I've just done the interview with her, so this is done beforehand. It's really good. We spoke about a lot, we spilled some tea. She was really nice. Thanks again for speaking to me. I know you're gonna love it. Let's get into it. Amadiva, I think it's important to have some introductions. So, for anyone who hasn't seen Drag Race Thailand, who is Amadiva?
Hello, I'm Amadiva Drag Race Thailand. I don't think I need further information for you because I have nothing in my life.
Okay.
Hello.
So, when did you start drag?
You know, the fact is I really literally started drag with the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I kind of do drag, but I did theater before.
Oh,
so lovely. I did theater. I was a theater people for, since high school, university, and then I've done that for 6 or 7 years, doing musicals, being ensemble, being physical theater, contemporary dance, and everything. Graduated from theater school. I decided to make my own show. A solo performance is a musical, and I did it in drag, so it's going to be a solo musical, singing about mermaid and stuff. 2 of my shows in drag. So I basically do drags 10 days a year, really? Just whenever I do my show. Oh, that's my profile to when I put on the audition tape, because I'm not literally a drag queen going to the bar or something before. I just have base in theater. Doing Drag Race Thailand was really struggling for me because I never do drag before. I don't never have to sew. I never have to dress really beautifully. I don't have to do good makeup. It's you don't have to do those kind of things, and when you have to do it, it's such a pain in the ass.
What persuaded you to audition for Drag Race Thailand then?
It's a thing that you have to do it, right? It's you have to try, because I've watched RuPaul Drag Race for my entire life, since season 1 and everything, and just I love this kind of stuff. I wouldn't do the drag performance if I don't kind of like drag, And so it was grateful to be in the show, and how it turned out. It was okay. I mean, I survived.
You did well.
Yeah.
I think you did well.
Yeah, right?
You did very well.
That, and that's my vibe all the time. Getting in it is absurd for me. It's really absurd, because I wouldn't expect me to be in that show, because I'm not even a drag queen. My audition tape is full of theater performance. I don't even have anything else to do. Yeah.
I mean, in the show there was a lot of acting challenges, so your theater background would have helped with that.
Well, I mean, doing theater is when drag in the show, it's totally a different kind of thing. You have to do comedy. You have to be funny, and I'm not that comedy queen. I'm not that funny, I'm really good at shading people, and I'm being a bitch, and it's good. But in terms of being a friendly kind of funny, that's Biela thing, right? That's someone else thing. I was if this is America and you could be totally shady and say fuck shit thing a lot, it's every day is reading challenge, that would be me. But it's in Thailand, it's got a little bit of different thing.
Okay.
People like it. Yeah, it's more Dearest Doll kind of thing. She's cute. She's funny. That's comedy. People kind of get. It's more of I went through that journey really stressfully. So, acting school didn't help much when you're stressed and you have 5 minutes of preparation.
Okay.
It's something, but it did help, I guess, because I've been acting for my entire life. I don't know what else I would do afterward, and I'm blessed enough to have this drag opportunity to do what I've learned from school, right? It's actually, I went to directing school, and I actually came out and with drag is an acting job. So
yes, definitely.
So I'm blessed enough to do that. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's lovely. What was your reaction then to getting the phone call? Was you expecting to get on, or?
I wasn't expecting to get on. I know that I got that phone call. I was really stressful because I was doing a theater performance in Tokyo, at that time. I got the call of like to go to the shoot to promo shoot and everything, to go back and get in the show. So I was kind of stressful because the date is like, during the time I have to be in Tokyo for the work.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to make a decision. That time I don't have time to be excited. I was like, should I do that? Should I do that or should I not? And I will like keep asking my friend, like I was like I have to make a decision at that moment, and it's a thing that you cannot really tell anyone, right?
Yeah, of course, I can imagine.
Yeah, so at last I bought a new ticket from Tokyo, flew back to Thailand just to get in the show. So it was worth it. It's like 10,000 baht, I guess. So money talks, but you have to do what you have to do. That's why my promo look is a shit.
No, honestly, it's good. It's
totally a
You all look stunning. You all look amazing.
They need gold, right? They need it all gold. And I was like, I have one golden dress. That is that one, because that's the golden dress I did for the show. I used for the show. So I flew back to Bangkok at 2 a.m. in the morning, go to and then just like go straight to Drag Race Thailand. I did what I have to do. It was like, okay. I love that dress so much, though. That dress is
it's now iconic. It is. It's iconic now.
It's my iconic dress because it's the dress I wore for my first solo performance. So I love that dress and hate it in the same way people hate it. Yeah, it was the thing. In promo look, I did my first solo show look, and then in my entrance look, I did my second show look. So I don't have to buy a new one, and it's iconic for me too. So it's like, go for it, bitch. It's good.
So I think it's time we talked about your track record on the show.
Oh, bitch. Come on.
Quite controversial, would you say? A little bit.
I'm sipping tea right now, so it's good.
Okay, so we'll start with the first lip sync you performed, Doom Doom against Natalia. Okay, personally, I thought that was amazing.
I thought that was horrible.
No. You had gimmicks. It was fun. You could tell, like, you both bounced off each other and it just worked. I personally loved it. So what was going through your head when you were doing that first lip sync?
We both kind of know that we both have to lip sync together that day, right?
Okay.
Because, look at the runway, and I was like, I think I'm going to do that. But Doom Doom is that tricky kind of song because it came from Bollywood, and it was really long, and we did the whole freaking song that day. And the lyrics keep changing.
Yes.
And when you have to sew things, you have to make dress, you don't have time. You don't have that much time to just like listen to the music, learn the lyrics. So I did that, but not really, know it by heart. So I was really stressful, and it was long, and the rhythm just like keep doing the same rhythm from beginning to the end. So the song doesn't really have that, the trigger moment, the surprising moment that you could really do. I mean, that's from my perspective. I think other people can do it better, I guess. But, it's like that stressful. I'm trying to dance hard, but it just like, and it's like, okay, we can do sexy dance, we do something, we do some shit. It was horrible for me, and I was like, I am a dancer, and I felt really terrible. Just did that.
Oh no!
But on the runway though, people are really stressful by that. It wasn't a fun, entertaining kind of thing. It's a survival kind of thing. So you don't have time to just like look at the audience and have fun and enjoying it, because the audience will sit like.
Except Pangina, she was going for it.
But she was, true. And then that moment, I know that I'm not a likable person.
No.
No,
you are.
I mean, performing kind of thing compared to Natalia.
Okay.
She's fat, she's a you know, when you're fat, you're adorable.
Yeah.
Every shit, and you look adorable. You can lip sync, and people will look at you because you're more likable than me. I'm just like, you know, one bitchy face kind of thing, doing sexy dance. So I kind of know that. And when she pulled that back out, and every judges just look at her, I was like, bitch, I gotta do something.
See, you say that, but the thing that sticks in my mind most of all about that whole lip sync was you being a snake. That sticks in my mind most of all, like you being a snake. And that's why I love that lip sync so much.
No, but you have to do that. Right, because you're gonna blow some horn, and what should I do? Should I just dance there and no one would look at me? You know, and people keep saying you look like you help each other, but it's like, no, bitch, it's a competition.
Yes.
If everyone gonna watch that way, I'm going to be in it. You know, I went to theater school. That's what we do, I guess, to like improvisation.
A scene stealer. We love a scene stealer.
I know. And Natalia trying to steal every single fucking moment.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay, bitch. If you're doing that, I'm doing this. Okay, you're doing that, I'm eating it. You're doing that, I'm going into it, and it's going to be fun. So that turned out really cool because like Natalia keeps throwing shit on the stage, doing that thing, and I was like, okay, I'm doing this. It's finished. I stopped too, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do my thing. I was like, again.
But clearly, it worked because you were both safe. That was a gang.
Sure.
So, what is it like once you've done the lip sync and you're on that runway and you're waiting for the decision? Because we, like, as viewers, we can never imagine. So, what is it like?
I was ready to go home, though.
Really?
I was really ready. I was looking around. I was like, oh, it's good to be here. I didn't know that we could make that far. Or something like that. You would have that thought in your mind. And it was like, no, because at that moment of the show, I kind of went to the show that they expect me to lose. Mm-hmm. You know, because I'm not a drag queen. Natalia was a drag queen for 30 years, and Amy Wong, and everybody. Jaja was a fan club before. It was like Minnie Minaj, and everyone was like, they have experience. They just put me in the show to be the, you know, to be the dog, to go or something. Mm-hmm. I had that thought in my mind all the time, and I know that people love Natalia so much. She's polished. Mm-hmm. She got jewels. She's polished. She's everything you would expect from a drag queen. And I'm like all the time doing crazy shit, and people kind of like it or hate it. And if I was a producer at that moment, if you can cut one, you would cut me, right? So I kind of think about that, and it was like, because at that moment I thought the lip sync was horrible, and they could either eliminated me or either Natalia. That would work because Natalia didn't lip sync well.
No.
Her mouth didn't move much, but she doing shit until she was like, but then I move my mouth a bit, but then I do like random stuff again and again and again. So it either could be me or Natalia. They would love Natalia more, just like, so I was like standing there and ready to go home. It was really tiring journey, and it was like, okay, and then there was like, you both stay. I was crying, but really, I was like, why don't you just send me home?
Oh, see.
Because it was hard to have that moment of like, okay, I can't go home now. You know, you fought so hard, and you can have that moment, and then it was like, you are ready to go home. I'm ready to take a rest, going back home and rest, and oh, bitch, I have to do this again.
Oh.
Right. It was just that dramatic kind of moment.
Yeah, but I feel like when it was between you and Natalia, I thought you were going to stay and Natalia was going to go home. Because I felt like, from a producer's point of view, your story would have resonated more with the viewers. You know, not completely polished yet. We were able to see the growth more. And as we know, Natalia is already top of the game. In my perspective, it would have made more sense for you to stay and Natalia to go.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, that lip sync was contradictory. You know, it's like, people would have a really different perspective because it's two both like have a different style.
Yeah, definitely.
But then they're doing random stuff and then they're mashed together and then it was like random again and then they merge together. It was like, so it depends on who think about it.
Now we need to talk about, I think you know what's coming. Your second lip sync against Jaja.
That was hard.
I can imagine, like, that week watching as a whole, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, it seemed like a very hard week for you. And all the other girls, but for you.
I mean, it was hard because we didn't sleep well.
Oh, okay.
Actually. Because we had that rehearsal and dance rehearsal and we still have to do our runway and it was really hard. Everybody thought that week was horrific for them. You have no time. You have to make some decision. So then I did. Oh my god! I did that dress. I did that hair.
I mean, the concept of the dress was interesting. The whole football thing. I thought it was cute.
You know what? I love that dress. It's fun. It's funky.
It's very fun.
It's fun. I had a hole on my ass. It was like, people hate it, but I love that because, you know, I went in and it's like, I have 4 balls in my hand. I'm trying to throw it to the judges.
Yeah.
For them to catch. And then at the end of the runway, I will turn back and then they'll go. So it's going to be a game.
Yeah.
To throw a ball into the goal. And it was like, but then they didn't catch it. So it didn't turn out what I expected, but I love that dress so much. But I mean, that's my term of parody, you know. But I mean, I went, but they didn't get it, and Chompu didn't get it as well. So I don't know what to do next, you know.
Okay.
So it was hard.
Now I can understand. It clearly must have been a hard week for everyone then because you were all tired. You had a lot thrown at you. It was a hard week for everyone, so that's understandable. But now we need to talk about the lip sync against you and Jaja.
That was a tough lip sync.
I mean, personally, just gonna say this right now. You shouldn't have went home, in my opinion. I don't think it should have been a double elimination. Personally, I really do.
Because I think it's because they have the double chante.
Yeah.
So then they need a top 3. So it would happen at some times anyway, right? So I think it's the thing that kind of have to do. Like you kind of expect that to happen somewhere in the show. So it happened to me. So I wouldn't bother. But I did good.
It was a very powerful lip sync. I feel like you did the song very well. You gave the message of the song very well. The references were on point with the blood, etc. But like you say, because of the double chante, we needed a double sachet somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you consider this like a positive thing, but I would. You are actually the first queen in the history of the brand of the show to be involved in a double chante and a double sachet. That's that's a big thing.
That's a big thing, but if I were that famous, like just like Pork Chop, she went out first and she's still famous, that would be good. I'm not even famous yet, Spit.
The show is now in the US. You're gonna be huge. You are. You deserve to be huge.
Yeah, it was tough. Like, I think people expect of that song, the expectation of that song is going to be a comedy kind of song. Really sad song. Yeah. People really kill themselves doing this show, but then that song is iconically a comedy song. The hook was like, I want you to know how hurtful I feeling, and people going to the really comedy way. My body's fake. They're pulling out fake boobs, and it was like eating, big tomatoes in it, eating it, and just like make it really fun. So it was iconically, people expect it to be really funny, but I didn't do it that way. When the camera is just like close up and you can see my face, you can see emotionally, and for me, just thinking it another way, we are not really sure what the judges see because they are seeing that in real life.
Very true.
So
very true.
Post up, I stand still and I lip sync. It would work. Maybe I didn't move much. Maybe I didn't do that shit like really dramatically move, which they need or something. So I wouldn't mind. Maybe my hair is in the way because the camera is down here pulling up, but the judges is up there watching down. Maybe they didn't see it. Maybe it's like in real life. I'm not sure how that would turn out.
So it's all about perception.
I think it's
all about
perception too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So maybe that's it. So I'm thinking it that way. So maybe I deserve to go home. So I wouldn't mind. It's okay. So I can't sleep. Right that time I went home, I sleep for like 12 hours. That was the best thing ever in my life.
We love a rested queen. We love it.
I know.
If you were invited back for an all-star season of Drag Race Thailand, would you say yes?
I'm not really sure.
No?
Actually, I'm blessed enough to have my regular gig on Saturday and Sunday. Right now I'm trying things, I'm learning new things, and I'm trying to be a better drag queen. Right, but the All-Star would be in it for like 2 or 3 years anyway. I'm not like, you have to watch like how your life would turn out. In 3 years, I might still be a drag queen. I might go back doing theater. I might give up and do an office job. I'm not really sure, but I would really love to do it, but it takes a lot of money, so I have to work now and get money, bitches. See, you saw how I dressed, I don't have accessories, so I have to make my own runway costume for every single episode, one by one, because you don't have money, you don't want to make like 4 episodes in advance to just like get rid of your money. It's like, poor people. But I would do it because Snatch Game was terrible. I would do it again.
Next question. Would you ever do a global gig sort of tour?
Well, I would do it. Just hire me. I would really appreciate if someone would want me.
I feel like, I should say, one day you definitely all will be brought over. You seem to know a lot of the Thai drag queens, whether they're from the show or not. Anyone who we should be looking out for Drag Race Thailand Season 2?
I'm not really sure. It's still in process of auditioning.
Of course.
But
anyone you'd like to see from like the local girls?
Right now it's kind of cool because they open for, any single gender.
Yeah, I think that
sexuality.
Was amazing.
So there's girls that work at Maggie Shoes and Stranger Bar are really, really talented. We have Candy Cyanide, that is a really incredible dancer. We have Sherilyn, my old drag. She's my co-worker and she's the best. She's the Chad Michael of Thailand.
Wow.
And she looked like Cher. You can see her. I throw on her picture, some of her picture in my Instagram too. She looked like Cher. She's Chad Michael. I'm trying to make her auditioning for it. There's my friend Kana Warrior. She's the friend of mine. We're doing theater together since I was like the freshman in university, and she's really great. Really great performer. A lot of interesting people. When we have a lot of sexuality in there, the shade is going to be bigger.
Oh, I love that. And I think it's good how inclusive the audition process is now. Like, that is so important, especially in today's climate. So I think that's amazing.
It's going to be amazing because, like, in the showgirls kind of industry in Thailand, there's a lot of ladyboy kind of, famous about ladyboy, and we all hate that term ladyboy, but it's like, it's just for understanding. We have trans people, so that's a better term. So trans people doing drag people doing shows, and cabaret have girls in it, and they're doing the art of drag, the art of dressing up really, really, really big. So it's Thai thing too. To include, I think it's really the Thai, what makes Thailand famous about transgender about showgirls is transgender. They are the part of the family, and we are calling drag queens in drag in Thailand, so we have to include them because they are part of a family.
Yes, definitely. What's next for Amadiva?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm doing my gig, and I'll be gone for a month in October. I'm doing a collaborative theater performance in Tokyo next month.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll be living in Tokyo for a month, working all the time, working with Indonesian director and Philippines and Japan. And I'm going to perform in Tokyo. Yeah, it's going to be a physical theater. It's going to be really fun. So it's going to be political because I'm that political bitch. So then I'll come back in November, and then I'm not a person who plan ahead much, you know.
Good.
So I'm not really sure what I'll do in November. Hopefully right now I'm working with my friend making music. I'm making music right now, and hopefully I can finish it in time. Maybe I'm making my own solo performance in March next year. And I hope I can get it done in time. So that's all about me. And I really want to do international tours, so hire me.
Yes. So clearly you've got a lot planned. Any final comments or quotes or anything else for the viewers?
No, I'm single and fuck me.
Thank you so much for your time today, Amadiva.
It's okay.
I really appreciate it.
To you,
so guys, that concludes the end of today's video. If you did like what you just saw, be sure to leave a big thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new and hit the notification bell. I do want to get more drag stars on. I don't know who, let me know and I'll do my best. If you haven't already, follow Amadiva on all his social medias. And I just want to say thanks again to Amadiva for doing this. It was really fun. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't already, follow me on social media. And as I say in all my videos, until next time guys, stay safe, be happy and keep on jamming. Bye guys.